Hello and welcome to Funky Fox Gaming. We are back on What Remains of Edith Finch, and last time around we found out a few things about Odin, Barbara, and Calvin. So Odin we found out first after moving through Molly's room. He basically got his family to this island. I forget the name of the island now. With the house in tow on a boat. Surely you're just building your house. Anyway, he unfortunately encountered stormy weather, nearly lost the house, and died in the process of saving it. So that one's less misfortune, more just idiocy, in my personal opinion. We then found out about Calvin next. He died basically doing the thing that a lot of kids try to do. He died on a swing. He went all the way around, managed to do it, but then kept going, and then I don't know if he just decided to let go or just lost control and swung off a cliff, basically. It's very sad. He said he was only 11, and he had a twin. And then Barbara was a young starlet, and then kind of lost it as she grew up, and basically tried to recapture it and was killed, although the body was never found. Didn't quite reveal whether it was a mob of fans or a home invasion or her boyfriend at the time. I'm assuming that was her boyfriend. Never quite made it clear, but it was described in a comic book of the story of how she passed. So I'm assuming we're going to get either Sam or Walter next, because we are headed into the basement. I'm not sure which we're going to see. And again, I am assuming that we're just going to go through the generation and then go up into the next one. I imagine we'll probably get Walter, and then Sam will lead into Kay and the next generation. One thing I do quite like about this game is the fact that it gives you like a different mini game kind of thing each time, so far at least. They're really simple ones, nothing too complex. So this one was a bit of a platformer because she turned into like a cat and a bird and a shark. Barbara's was a kind of like a horror first-person game, exploring the house. And Calvin's was the most basic. It was literally just swinging backwards and forwards. So yeah, we'll see what we get led to next as we head down into the basement. We unlocked this with the music box, which, if you kept cranking it, revealed a key, which we've got in here. So we are now headed downstairs. It's a pool table. We'd totally play pool. Oh, there's the fridge. Still there. Unusual to have just bowls on the table. And there's no cue ball either.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
So Sven, I think, is the husband of Edie.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. Wait, so has that always been like that? When the boyfriend was in here, was it like a secret tunnel thing?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Oh, we are finding out about Walter.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
So he made himself a hermit then. Edie knew about it. Hell knows. Lots of peas. Not pea soups, I should say. Which is not too bad of a setup. You got your own... Oh, mind you, he's got his dishes in the toilet. That's not the best. But sink, microwave, good storage area. Still liked trains. What is that noise? Oh, it's a radio. Hot plate. Oh. So we kind of stopped using the shaving foam then, yeah? So how old was he then? 48, 53. Wow. Aged quite a lot for 53.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Mini game of open the can.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
Oh,
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Gotta say, for somebody who's nervous about, like,
It's been a
dying.
week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Being out of a can while the lid's still on there is very dangerous.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
literally can't go that way. Couch. No TV. Got a picture of outside on the other side of the curtain. That's a lot of books. So for more books and storage.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Okay, so he does know about Calvin then. So Edie's told him. Or he was still
Maybe
above
this
ground.
is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Oh, I can see how this is gonna go.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, Walter.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
It's very odd that if he went, like, that way down the hatch rather than this way. I'm guessing maybe he just thought that the monster was still out there? Well, I guess that's one way to keep yourself slightly sane.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
You just thought that it cleared out all this stuff as well.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
You're adopted.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Oh, so this is literally his trash pile. Am I really
Trying to
going over
bury
this way?
something that's still alive.
I'm hoping there's no trains anymore.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
maybe 2.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
So who's the second one other than Edith? And this literally fell into the sea. Shame it didn't happen earlier.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I'm guessing maybe the second one is not Molly, Barbara. Because they never actually found her body. What is that?
But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh. So this is Edith talking to somebody else. So she's left a message. So maybe the person that she's
And the history you're a part of.
leaving the message for is the 2.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
So the question is,
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
is it a single person from each generation that isn't cursed? Or is it just everybody in the family? Because surely the solution... Because obviously Sam lived to have more kids, but nobody else did. Gus did. No, wait. So Dawn did. It confused me because it's going that way. So Dawn had, and now I'm assuming Edith has. So surely the solution is just to have one kid?
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's a fair point.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. Three of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
So we've got Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, and Burpy, which were Edie's birds. Oh, and Derpy and Derpy Jr. And then we've had Shadow, Christopher the fish, Bob the dog, Oliver the rabbit, Chatsy, I'm assuming is a dog, with it being a dog house, grave, Bailey, same. And then we've got Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, and Daisy, and Lucy. Well, dogs and cats everywhere, but I don't know what the blank ones are. And then we've got unnamed fish and rabbit. It's a lot of pets.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, who we've seen. Calvin Finch, that's a nice memorial. Sven and Edie. Oh, now I see what it is. It's him sort of underground in a cave. Barbara Finch, the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, is that what that is?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Right, so it's the old house and they've stuck a boy there so you don't crash into it. There's still a lot of people living on this island. So what about the other people then?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh, there we go. So what, Sam?
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam Gregory and Gus Finch. Oh man, Sam died after his kids. That's awful. I didn't even notice that before. Yeah, after two of his kids. That's upsetting.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton and Lewis and Sanjay did die. Yeah.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Yeah, that's fair. I do wonder how much we get to find out about Milton. Can I have explored these at all? No.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
By getting back into the house via the treehouse.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Oh god. Yeah, I would not climb this.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Are they little bird feeders made out of milk cans?
They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, okay, so that's Sam. That's Dawn then, and Gus and Gregory. Sam and Dawn, I'm assuming. Oh, there's some... Oh no, it's just dark. I thought there was some medals missing there. Oh, there we go, there's Sam. Oh, he's still got the spaceman on his desk.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Yeah.
Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy. Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
I feel like I've just missed
Before
a
you
bit
take
of...
the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Missed a bit of dialogue there by finding the deer early. Hey. No, where is that deer?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Not sure this is how you can be strong, though. I would say saying no to her dad would mean that she's stronger.
Great shot, Dawn!
Dad of the year.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Didn't realise that's what I was supposed to be doing straight away, so I missed.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about—
Dad!
Oh.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, that's got to be really guilty as well for the daughter, for Dawn. Because she'll probably think if she'd have... I mean, even though it's like the dad's fault for taking her daughter hunting. Even though she didn't want to. She'll probably have thought if she'd have actually killed it with the first shot, Dad would still be alive.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I think I need a torch. Oh, so she just left. Oh, Orcas Island. Yeah. Knew the reason why I kept thinking it was a whale. Yeah, and this is all sealed up, and I cannot turn that on. Okay, I think this is a fairly good place to stop. Because we found out what happened to the last of this generation. So with Walter and Sam, and we've also obviously seen that Kay just left. Got some airline tickets and left. That's probably after I imagine Gregory died. Maybe even after Gus, like after both of them died, she left him and then it was just those two? Possibly. I don't know. But yeah, Kay definitely got some airline tickets and left the building, essentially. And yeah, so we've finished off this generation with Sam dying on a hunting trip with his daughter, getting knocked off a cliff by dear. So we've only got 6, maybe 7, considering Edith is leaving a message for someone, or like notes. See, I don't know now whether I'm actually playing as Edith or whether I'm playing as the person Edith was leaving a message for. Guess we'll find out. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitch, which is linked in the description below. But for now, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.